Meet Kevin Harrington. With over 500 products launched and generating $5 billion in product sales in over 100 countries, Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, as seen on TV pioneer, and original shark on the Emmy Award-winning TV show Shark Tank.
Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington, an original shark from the hit TV show Shark Tank. And today I'm here with Dr. Michael Yuz, a board-certified radiologist. He's also the founder and CEO of SecondOpinions.com. And now SecondOpinions.com is a revolutionary, life-saving healthcare platform trusted by patients over the past 7 years in all 50 states and more than 120 countries. Now, it's great having you here, Dr. Yuz. Thanks for being here.
Very honored to be here with you, Kevin.
Super. Hey, look, for those that don't know much about you, I'd love to hear about your background, including your education and your training.
Certainly, Kevin. You know, I came to this country as a teenage boy, and I had a very big American dream. So I worked very, very hard all of my life to get there. As a serial entrepreneur, I started my first company at age 14, and I've developed a passion for health, technology, and business at a very early age.
Nice. Yep.
Thank you. I've trained at preeminent institutions such as New York University, Thomas Jefferson, and GWU for college and MBA and radiology residency training and post fellowship as well.
Very nice. You got a tremendous background for this business, and so I mean, Second Opinions, it's in the telehealth industry. Why is telehealth exploding right now?
Great question, Kevin. You know, telehealth, telemedicine is, these are not new concepts at all. In fact, in radiology, we've been, sending images across the state and the country lines for over 20 years.
Sure.
And telemedicine with teledoc probably been around since 2005. However, with the COVID-19 crisis last year, people were stuck to their homes and could only, communicate with others by computers. They couldn't see the doctors, couldn't go to clinics or hospitals. So the government passed multiple reforms, and the industry just exploded. And what happened, after it went mainstream, people realized, it's cheaper, it's better, and it's a high quality healthcare that can be achieved using telemedicine. And it's here with us to stay.
Fantastic. And so you created Second Opinions. I want to know, why and what were the problems or the gaps in healthcare that Second Opinions actually solves?
Absolutely, Kevin. We've had a traumatic experience with our son about 10 years ago. He was just a few years old.
Oh, wow.
And we found him, unresponsive one morning. And I remember like now, we were terrified. We didn't know what to do, even though I'm a physician. So we picked him up. He was flaccid. We brought him to emergency room. They did all kinds of scans and so all kinds of specialists, and we had no answer. Luckily, his spinal cord was fine. There was no tumor. It wasn't, transected, nothing like horrible like this. So we were happy, but we had no answer. So after spending almost a whole day with local physicians, that's back in the boonies in the Pennsylvania suburbs where I got my first job as a radiologist, in fact. We jumped in the car and we drove 3 hours away to New York City. And we had a pediatric neurologist specialist. In 3 minutes, he diagnosed him with congenital torticollis. Luckily, condition that he would outgrow like a year later with a few, antispasmodic medication. And that's when I had an idea for Second Opinions, because I knew that, the agony that we had to go through, there's millions of people go through the same agony, every day. And it was no brainer taking my background to launch the service. Now, the second part of this question, Kevin, medical errors are considered third leading cause of death in the United States, with over 400,000 patients unfortunately dying, from medical mistakes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's horrible. In fact, majority of initial diagnoses are changed later on, so they're incorrect. And another statistics, 50% of surgeries are proven to be unneeded or unindicated.
Wow.
And can you imagine, the hundreds of billions of dollars of costs associated with that?
Sure.
So I think what we're doing has an amazing social cause, and we would like to have everyone know about the service.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I mean, as a shark, I like to see things that are unique in the marketplace. And so I know, there is competition out there, but Second Opinions really has a very sound technology. And it sounds incredible to me, but I just want to know, how are you better than the competition that's out there?
Thank you, Kevin. Great question. We launched almost 7 years ago, and I still remember to this day. Second day we launched, we got an order from Australia. It was really exciting, and I thought, there'll be people. There's a lot of copycats always, and certainly I've seen many companies come and go, but SecondOpinions.com stayed and still a leader. There's still nobody can do what we do,
right?
Which is provide a report or video consultation within hours. And
right.
The reason, thank you, the reason we can do this is because of technology. We created this marketplace connecting the right top quality board certified American physicians to patients everywhere, not just US. And we use blockchain and artificial intelligence and other really high-tech stuff that I envisioned in my head as a technologist, as a businessman, as a medical doctor.
Right.
So I put this together, and we still have essentially no competition in the sector that we are.
Very nice. I want to understand how the process works. So can you tell me about the diagnosis and what happens after that?
Right, absolutely, Kevin. So first of all, our patients can receive reports or their consultations via a web report as a report, or they can request a video or phone consultation. Very commonly, often they upload medical images or they upload medical records, and of course they get reports very, very fast, typically within hours actually. While our competition promises reports within days or weeks, we actually do it same day typically for almost, probably over 95% of consultations.
Yeah.
So after report is done, and we may recommend additional specialty consultation, or we recommend them to a local specialist or a clinic or a doctor. So we work all the way, with a patient to make sure they are taken care of.
Powerful. Well, so I know that patients obviously are going to benefit from Second Opinions, but who else benefits? The doctors and medical facilities also, or who's benefiting from your services?
Well, everyone can benefit, Kevin. We're all patients at some point,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we'll get sick, it's just our nature. And besides patients, of course, we work with athletes. Every athlete at some point gets injured and needs a second opinion. So this is a very important type of
Sure.
patient or customer that we have, and we would love to expand that offering.
Yes.
To maybe sports teams, athletes, or individual athletes.
And
other customers of ours include, insurance companies or third-party administrators that
sure.
work with certain groups of patients across the world.
Yep.
And medical tourism companies, very, very, frequent users of our service.
Didn't even
And
think
of
about
course,
all the people that really actually could be beneficial too out in the marketplace.
Absolutely, Kevin.
Super.
Yes.
So now hey, look, there's people out there that are listening to us and they're saying, I know someone that wants a second opinion, and maybe they do. How do they reach you, and what's the best way to get in touch?
Right, Kevin. So I've always been, I built my first company at age 14, and I had it for 8 years, which I sold at the end of medical school. And the reason why I kept growing is it's all about customer service. And I learned that as a teenager. And that concept has never changed. We are 24/7 support. We're a phone call away, phone call or email or instant messaging. You can contact us any hour and we'll be there for you. So patients can, speak to our patient representative 24/7, or if it's a corporation or a third party, we have consultants waiting to speak also almost 24/7 as well. So we're here. Contact us and we'll take care of you. Hopefully, we'll be able to help you. Our goal is to decrease suffering and save lives. And
Yes.
thank you. I'm so honored that you're involved. And you're
Very nice, very nice. So,
Yeah.
Dr. Yuz, you know what's I really am impressed with? We're both teenage entrepreneurs, so it's great to hear your story. And Second Opinions, it's an amazing company. And for those that are listening, you've heard it here now. And if you or your loved ones are worried about your health, or you want to confirm medical diagnosis, maybe you're faced with a difficult healthcare decision. You don't want to wait any longer, okay? You need to visit secondopinions.com and just provide a little bit of information, maybe some medical info, images, and all of a sudden, through Second Opinions, top board certified medical doctors in all specialties are going to be available to you at your fingertips. And I just want to say that the task of finding a trusted medical second opinion has never been easier or quicker. And obviously there's individual consultations, but secondopinions.com also offers affordable memberships as well. So please visit secondopinions.com. Check it out. Dr. Yuz, thanks for being here today. It was great having you.
Thank you so much, Kevin. I really appreciate it.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.